Hello everybody, I'm just about to reconstitute some HGH, and I would expect that some people who don't understand how to do so might want to properly, or you don't even have an idea, you've never seen it before in your life, and I will even inject it in the final form, but it takes a while to reconstitute it. So the first thing you need is like a syringe like this, and then you need some water, okay? That's the key thing, and then you need some HGH. Okay, so this is what it comes in, something like that, a kit for HGH, and I've got two vials left of it. So this is what it looks like unconstituted. It's like this puck, a freeze-dried puck that you need to add water to. So I'm just going to do that really quickly, and I add 1 milliliter of water to it, which then I can divide between however much I'm going to do at a time, whether it's 2 milliliters, which would work out to about two IUs. And so first of all, I just inject a little bit of air into this. This might not be totally necessary, but just push air into it. So then when I inject the water, actually, it's probably the opposite. I should have done. Doesn't matter. I'm going to draw over 1 milliliter of water, and then I'm going to push out till it reaches 1 milliliter. And then, okay, so I should have pushed water into this, or pushed air into it before, but now I can actually push the liquid into this. And the key when you do so is that you don't swish it around so much. You just turn it a bit. And so I have a surface right here. I can just roll this vial around a bit, or just turn him and then look at it. And it takes a little bit of time. So I'm just going to leave it and talk to you guys about the benefits of HGH. So what I do is, at the moment, I'm just injecting 2 IUs a day of HGH. I recommend when you're doing steroids to go up to 6 IUs, but it's very expensive. 10 of these vials work out to around $200 to $230 Canadian, what I get it from, which is a reasonable good deal. You can even get better, or a lot worse. Like when I first started taking HGH, I was getting 10 vials. It was a bit different measurement, but I ended up working like more milligrams of HGH essentially. But I was paying like $1,500, $2,000, right, on it. But it was farmer grade stuff. This is the generic, okay? So it's starting to reconstitute. You just look at it, see some bubbles, right? You just keep turning it a little bit. You know, don't shake it, because the HGH molecule is very fragile. It's like 191 amino acids in this chain. So if you shake it, you break it, and then you'll get fragmented HGH. And there's literally something called that. There's HGH frag. And it's good for weight loss, but it's not good for what we're doing it for. So anyway, it should be getting to reconstitution stage. So I'll prepare the next thing, which is these insulin syringes, typical insulin syringe, okay? So you pop this off first, and you push, and then you take this off. Very small needle. This is a subcutaneous syringe. The one that we injected water before was, I use intermuscular syringe. So I pushed that in, okay? So we already pushed air in this, so this should be easy to draw out. So that was actually a good idea what we did before. But you still do it slowly, and I just see it being filled with the liquid. And since we did 1 milliliter, this is 1 milliliter syringe. Before, remember we injected 1 milliliter before? I pushed out the water till it was 1 milliliter, and then injected it. So we should have 1 milliliter. It might be a bit less, because when it reconstitutes, it might, absorb some of the water. So right now I'm around, shit, don't drop it, because, shit, I just did it. That's not a thing you should do, because I just potentially contaminated the tip. But I can do something with that. I have alcohol swabs to fix with that. So I have a little bit left here. Shit, my dog's going nuts too. It's all good. So push that in. Keep drawing out liquid from this. And okay, for the sake of this video, I'm going to just not do that for now. Because this doesn't seem like it's going properly, and I gotta fix this tip of this needle, okay? And then because I contaminated the tip, just to be safe, I'm gonna have these alcohol swabs, and I'm just going to touch the tip of the needle because I am injecting it into myself, and it's just that extra caution. I wasn't planning to do this, but it's very simple to do. Shut the fuck up, man. So just sterilize the tip of the needle a bit. Okay. Hey, be quiet. So I'm gonna say this is reconstituted enough, even though it's at 7.5, and I still have some left in this vial. I'm gonna inject it into my subcutaneous tissue, which is my stomach. And essentially all you do with this is you just pop it in. I'm gonna push to right there. I even kind of fucked that up, but I did it good enough. I got enough in. I'm gonna cap this for now. I'm gonna bring the rest of what I have left in that vial into the needle shortly after this video, but you get the idea. Sorry, like this is all on the fly. I do this usually a lot smoother. But the fact of the matter is I do this every night, which is one bolus of HGH. It makes it a lot easier. I did it before twice a day and even 3 times a day at times. Hey, shut up. But the thing is, you don't want to inject it when you're eating food. So, and you want to do it generally at the end of the night, because that's when HGH is released when you're sleeping. So you get the weirdest dreams on it, man. I'm telling you, and you actually wake up super refreshed when you do HGH. Shh. Quiet. You be quiet. But doing it in the morning is okay too, as long as you don't eat right away. You don't want to eat on it because that could spike blood sugar levels if you eat a bunch of carbs or like simple sugars, and you do HGH. It can fuck your blood sugar levels up, and you'll have some negative psychological and physical effects from that. I've experienced it. It's an interesting experience actually. Maybe the only people who are diabetics have that, normally, but your normal person like me doesn't have that. But so you don't want to do that. So preferably on empty stomach. And what else should I say about it? It's just the thing that goes hand in hand with taking steroids. It's just as simple as that. And it's not technically a steroid itself, although it is anabolic. It just has very great qualities about it that it has to do with overall well-being, especially if you're somebody who works out, and especially if you got your health and fitness in order, your nutrition in order. You have the perfect. It actually. The weird thing about HGH is it works with estrogen more than testosterone, but when you take testosterone, the reason why you take it is for the estrogenic effect as well, because it converts to it, and the conversion of testosterone and estrogen then interacts with human growth hormone, which transmutes to insulin growth factor 1, and insulin growth factor 1 and the receptors of your muscles and your connective tissue then grow fucking muscles and connective tissue and makes you bigger. And bones and things. That's what happens. Long story short. So it's a great thing to have. I heard an analogy that if you take steroids without HGH, you are essentially running a one-legged race. When you're blasting, you should, I think, run at least 4 to 6. I use, when you're cruising, bring it down to 2. That's why I'm only running 2 right now, because I'm in the completion stages of my cruise cycle, but I do consider in the near future when I am titrating, which I'm actually currently doing my steroid doses up, that you match it with increase of HGH as well. It's just the way she goes. So I'll leave it there. There's not much negative side effects of it at all. I was experiencing numbness in my fingers when I was doing it before, but I have not experienced that in many months, which I believe is that you just become acclimatized, your body becomes used to it, and it doesn't, have that effect anymore. That's the only one, and the other side effect is, like I said, mentioned the crazy dreams, which you gotta experience yourself to understand that. It's wild. Maybe not everybody experiences that, but I do, 100%. So, I'll leave it there, guys. What are your thoughts on that? Hey, reconstituted, injected, and explained HGH in one video. How amazing was that? Thank you for watching, guys. Leave in the comment section below what your thoughts on this video are. Peace.